Hey guys, are you tired of foundations that make your skin look cakey, dry, or settle into fine lines? You're not alone. In this video, I'll share the ones to avoid and the ones that will keep your skin looking smooth, hydrated, and youthful. Plus, I'll give you my top tips to prep your skin for a flawless, natural finish every time. Let's dive in so you can stop wasting money on the wrong products. So I've actually got the top 5 worst foundations you should avoid, and then I'll move on to the top 5 best foundations that you should put into your kit. Now, please note, everyone's skin is different. You may love the foundation, you may hate the foundation. What works for someone else may not work for somebody else. So everyone's skin is different. Now, this is really targeting the people who find that when they apply foundation, it's gonna feel cakey, it's gonna look like it's settling into fine lines, it's gonna look masked. Now, these are the top 5 worst foundations according to the research that I've been doing and hearing as of late. And I haven't tried any of these, but let me know if you have tried them and if you agree or disagree in the comments below. All right, so the top 5 worst foundations for mature skin. These foundations are generally not recommended for mature skin due to their heavy drying or cakey finishes, okay? So number 1 was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. Basically, while long lasting, it can appear too heavy and drying, emphasizing dry skin, wrinkles, and texture. Number 2 is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, known for full coverage, but often too matte and drying for mature skin, which can highlight the lines and the wrinkles. Number 3 is Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. The high coverage can be too thick and settle into fine lines, making the skin look cakey and less natural. Number 4, we have Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This matte formula can be too drying for mature skin, leading to a patchy, textured look. And number 5, we have the Revlon Color Stay Foundation Matte Finish. The matte finish can be unflattering for mature skin as it emphasizes texture and can make the skin look flat and cakey. So guys, they're the top 5 worst foundations. Let me know in the comments below, do you use these foundations? Do you agree that they make your skin look more dry, more textured, or you love them? I know that the first one, being the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, is such a popular foundation across the board. So it'll be interesting to see if it works for you. Now, I will also share my tips on how to make these foundations work better if you are finding that they are drying your skin out, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Next, we have the top best foundations for mature skin. Number 1 is starting with IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream with SPF 50. Lightweight with a dewy finish that doesn't settle into fine lines, offers hydration and protection. Number 2 is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear and Glow Foundation. Hydrating and radiant, this foundation provides buildable coverage that doesn't emphasize wrinkles or texture. Number 3, one of my favorites, is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Lightweight and light reflecting, this foundation gives a radiant, smooth finish without settling into the fine lines. Next, we have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, an oldie but a goodie. I don't have it in my kit anymore, but it is a beautiful foundation. Known for its silky, smooth texture and radiant finish, it provides a youthful glow without looking heavy. And finally, number 5, and I've never tried this before, is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Hydrating and glowy, this foundation is designed to enhance radiance whilst minimizing the appearance of fine lines. So they're the top 5 best foundations. Now, I have my own version of the top 5 foundations that I like to use, but you know, this is according to research, popularity, you know, the things that I've been reading in reviews across sites like Sephora. Those are the most popular comments that I hear from across the board when it comes to mature skin and these foundations. Now let's get into the 5 tips for prepping skin before applying foundation. Now, it is more targeted towards mature skin, but I believe all skin types can benefit from this prepping. Proper skin prep is crucial to ensure a smooth application that doesn't settle into fine lines and look cakey. So I have the top 5 best tips for prepping mature skin, and I believe that these prepping tips can work for all skin types. And these are not in any particular order, so I'll just start in with number 1. Hydrate your skin with a rich moisturizer. Choose a moisturizer that deeply hydrates and plumps the skin. Look for ingredients like hyaluronic acid, peptides or ceramides to keep the skin moisturized throughout the day. Well hydrated skin prevents the foundation from clinging to dry patches and fine lines. So pretty much any kind of hydrating primer, rich moisturizer, even like a nice oil-based serum can really go the distance in ensuring that foundation looks smooth when it goes on top. Now, the next is using a hydrating primer. Now, some people believe in primers, some people don't. Some believe that moisturizers and primers are the same thing. And you know what? I'm in the belief that primers can act as moisturizers and moisturizers can act as primers. There is just a multitude of products that you can use as a primer. So is primer really like a marketing gimmick? Perhaps. But I know that there's people that like to use moisturizer, then a primer on top. Now, I'm not one to point the finger and say that you need to do sunscreen, primer, moisturizer. You know, you can honestly skip all those steps and just do a moisturizer. You can skip even further all those steps and just put on the sunscreen and then put makeup straight on top. Because honestly, that's going to save you a lot of time. But for the sake of this video, we will talk about primers as well. So use a hydrating primer. A primer specifically for mature skin can fill in fine lines and create a smooth base for foundation. Look for primers with a dewy finish like glycerin or aloe vera to ensure foundation goes on seamlessly. Number 3 is to exfoliate regularly. Exfoliating once or twice a week helps remove dead skin cells and creates a smooth surface for foundation application. Chemical exfoliants like alpha hydroxy acids, glycolic or lactic, are gentle and effective for most skin types. Now, if you're really sensitive, I would stay away from obviously the heavier glycolic acids. But if you have mature skin and you can tolerate a regime where you can actually put on your alpha hydroxy acids, put on your BHAs, put on your vitamin C's, your retinoids, and if you can tolerate that, I would recommend cycling those products. Now, I do think that there are some products that you shouldn't mix together. I think one of the things that are not good to be mixed together is like vitamin A retinoid products with your BHAs. I think you can definitely use it with vitamin C. Do your own personal research just to make sure that you're not going to be overloading the skin with too much acids or retinoids. Including BHAs, because I like to, you know, for example, if I'm doing retinoids in the nighttime, I will make sure that I don't use a BHA product. But obviously in the morning, I can use a BHA product, and I might be able to even use a vitamin C product as well. So I'm very one or the other. And to keep it even more safer, like if I'm using a vitamin C product on my face, I definitely make sure that I'm not going to go in and put like a vitamin A product on top of it. I just like to keep them separate, and that's why I like to skin cycle most of my products. Apply a light serum or a facial oil. Adding a hydrating serum or a lightweight facial oil before foundation can lock in moisture and give the skin a natural glow. This step ensures that the foundation doesn't dry out or settle into fine lines. So that goes without saying, a nice serum or facial oil before primer, or even before your foundation, or even mixed in with your foundation, like a drop of oil mixed in with your regular tinted moisturizer or foundation, works wonders to make sure that your skin looks hydrated and nice and smooth. And number 5, which I really think is excellent for drier skin types in terms of application, is using a wet sponge now, or a damp beauty sponge. Applying foundation with a damp beauty sponge helps blend the product into the skin and more evenly, avoiding heavy and cakey look. The sponge absorbs excess product, ensuring a smooth canvas. So guys, that is my take and research on the top 5 best and worst products and my top 5 tips for prepping dry skin. Now, if you fall into the category of having normal, oily or combination skin, then obviously these tips may not need to be applicable to you. So go ahead and do your normal skincare regime. But this is really targeted to the more mature skin types, the people who really find it hard to have a foundation that looks smooth and natural on the skin. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. It really will help the YouTube algorithm. And guys, thank you so much for watching and for all your support. Love you and leave you. Bye for now.